Well, I did quit my job. Government is giving collapse. Failing half my classes. It's a lot going on. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Pulled out my phone, hit record, and I guess I'm gonna be talking about movies now. So I wanted to talk about the last 4 films I saw. These are some of the movies that I saw in January. I just put and you know what, follow me on letterboxd, because I don't write these reviews on letterboxd, but I guess so movie I watched recently called Blues for Willadine, directed by Del Shores. Really just found it on Peacock. I was scrolling for a movie to watch and I saw it, and I saw Octavia Spencer, and babe, I had to click. So it's this dark comedy about a woman trapped in this abusive marriage, and she tries to break away and find her path. She has this good neighbor and her friend, which is Octavia Spencer's character, and they kind of formulate a plan to overthrow and help each other out of the situation. Really more so Octavia helping Beth Grant's character. Octavia Spencer's character also has her experience in domestic violence and with her sister, and so they come up with real funny ways to kind of retaliate, and that definitely comes in to help with their situation. So it's not a movie I actually thought I was gonna enjoy. I mean, I clicked on it because I was just in the mood and I thought it was gonna be interesting, and it was, of course, but I didn't expect for it to hit me the way it did. But Beth Grant and Octavia Spencer, they bring this bittersweet, almost like really empowering perspective to their relationship, to the main character's relationship and their perspective. And I love to see it. I love to see empowered women stand up, and it was really satisfying to see at the end. So throughout the film, Grant's character kept repeating the words, "I will not shrivel up and die," to herself. While her situation was really heartbreaking and devastating to watch, I find her resilience admirable and brave, and this man has so much power over her and control, and it's cruel and it's weird, and babe, back up. Babe, no. Now, girl. With Blink Twice, I did watch Blink Twice. Now, that movie I was gonna originally watch in the theaters, but I think I missed it. So I watched it like a couple days ago on Amazon Prime, which did boycott Amazon, but now this movie was somewhat of a disappointment, only because I feel like I was expecting more out of Zoe Kravitz. Now, not that I'm saying that the visuals didn't hold up, because they did, and the production was beautiful and the set was gorgeous, and the shots were giving, and I loved it. Characters fell a bit flat. They were giving one-dimensional, and but really with Channing Tatum's character, and he's the antagonist, so I really was expecting him to step up and be scary. And while the things they did were gross and disgusting and terrible, and that was scary enough, I don't know, I guess I was just expecting him to be more strategic. I don't know, what was his motive? Because his character really didn't make sense to me. I don't know. Yeah, I was like, what's his motive? Did love the cast, and I really loved the humor. I thought it was really funny. But let me tell you, now, okay, I gotta look her name up. Now, Naomi Aki was really great. Her fear translated perfectly. Her performance was scary. I loved it. Or not, I loved it. I loved her. But you know who I also love? Taylor Page. And you know who I was thinking of the entire time? Taylor Page, because I was like, she has the whole suspenseful, dark thriller comedy thing rolled down, perfected. Honestly, she would have, if I was the casting director, she would have been my vision, and I can imagine her in the role, and it would have been iconic, and she would have been iconic, and Taylor Page needs more recognition, and I love her, and I love everything she does. But the ending of the film is what really did it for me. I do love seeing a powerful woman end up on top, and that's exactly what I saw, and I think she's iconic, and the ending was really satisfying. Hashtag 2 satisfying endings. Love to see it. Now, I totally forgot to give the letterboxd rating on the last 2 movies. This whole video is inspired by letterboxd. So I gave Blues for Willadine a nice 4 stars. Felt like a 4-star movie. It was really well-rounded. Accomplished what it wanted to say. Blink Twice I gave 2.5. Zoe Kravitz, I love you, queen, and I can't wait to see her more work from her. But it was great. It was a fun watch. I enjoyed it. So finally got around to watching Emma Seligman's Shiva Baby. Thank God. It's been on my watch list literally forever, and it was worth it because it was one of the best movies I've seen last month. And so obviously it takes place at a funeral, and Sennett's character Danielle attempts to like avoid her exes that are also attending the funeral and all her family friends. She's also dealing with the pressure from her family and family friends, her future, her career, all these things that she is struggling with. And this entire, maybe I'm recovering from Challenger's summer still, but this entire film felt like a tennis match. But imagine the tennis ball is like made out of TNT, and Rachel Sennett's character Danielle is obviously the tennis ball, and everyone else, her exes and family and friends, are the tennis rackets. And the more you push this TNT around, the more you pressure it, it's gonna explode. And the anxiety, it translated very well. I was definitely gooped and gagged every second of the film. Bro, that bathroom scene, oh, okay, I couldn't. But you know, a movie wouldn't be a movie if it didn't have conflict, and girl, the conflict was there and it was good. And what else? The humor was great. Of course it was great, it was perfect. Rachel Sennett, I love you, queen, hello. I did give Miss Shiva Baby a good 4 stars. That was definitely a 4-star movie. Honestly, I was debating 4.5, and honestly, deserves it, really though. She deserves it. It's just, so this is the last movie I have written down. I did watch The Crow, Rupert Sanders' The Crow. Now I do remember this movie coming out, I think in 2023, like a year ago. And I was intrigued because FKA Twigs, do support her, do love her, I think she's iconic. Didn't watch it. I didn't even like watch the trailer. I just knew about it. I saw like, you know, all the press and shit, but I didn't watch it. So okay, now that I made that clear, but I did see Nosferatu back in December, which led me down a Bill Skarsgård pipeline, and I've been obsessed since. Watching his entire filmography, you know how it is. So about the film, the dialogue felt very disingenuous and cheesy to me. It was giving Netflix original, but something about a man willing to commit to an eternity in hell for a girl, it speaks to me. I don't know, it really did do something to me. So this film at times did feel like it was dragging. The plot felt ambitious. I haven't seen the original, and I don't know if I ever will. But the actors did do a good job of holding it down, where it wasn't as cringy. Like, the actors did a good job. And, you know, Bill Skarsgård, I wrote something more about Bill Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård definitely had my attention whenever he was on the screen, so I had to make sure that was written on the paper. But that movie, I think I have to check again, but I think I gave it a 2. I maybe given it 2.5. I have to check. Embarrassingly enough, all these films are like rated the exact same. The Crow is a 2.5, like Blink Twice and Blues for Willadine and Shiva Baby are both 4. Sometimes I do change my mind, especially if I rewatch the movie. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't feel the same, or like, you know, it just depends on how I felt at that when I watched it. I'm sorry, that's just, I don't know. It's just how it works. Some movies stay the way that they do. Like, my top 4 films are always going to be well, they're not always going to be my top 4, but they will always be like the same. Like, I've always loved them the same. Girl, not me. They will always be my favorites. But, I don't even know what else to say. This is, like, my first time doing this, but who knows if I'll ever sit down and do this again. I don't even know. But it was fun. And I like talking about movies. Hello. That was so much fun. Follow me on Letterboxd, please.